Today we're going to discuss using our Hydra-Ram or rabbit tool and how to maintain it and the importance of maintaining it. So this is invaluable, especially for inward swinging doors, somewhere we have to do multiple doors, apartment complex, hotel, etc. This does not replace irons. We still need to know what we're doing with irons in case this fails. This is to supplement irons, not to replace them. So when we go to place this tool to force our inward swinging door, you want to go about 6 inches from the latch. That's a good starting point. Wherever you think it's latched, whether it's a doorknob or deadbolt, put it about 6 inches from that latch. That's a good starting place to go ahead and force that door. We're going to get a purchase point. We get a gap right here between our door and our jamb. A lot of times you just take your foot, push it in there. If you need to give it a little extra motivation, use a rubber mallet. If you're going to use something hard like an axe, make sure you tap it very lightly. They're not designed to be hit hard with a hard striking tool. So give it a couple taps, make sure it's seated. You'll probably take note that this is still latched to my handle. If you have the handle out when you're trying to push it in, if you accidentally hit your handle, it's going to expand that ram, make it hard to get in. So when you're putting it in, have it chain shut still. Then once it's in, go ahead and release your chain, and we can start working this lever and forcing this door. Alright, so when it comes to our Hydra-Rams, a big part of making sure that they won't fail us on scene is making sure that we maintain them. So we need to operate these things on a regular basis, whether it's apparatus day or whenever. We need to operate these, and we'll show you how you can actually do it under a load, which makes it even better, and make sure they're not going to fail us on scene. So we want to extend the ram out and make sure that that piston that's on the backside of that ram is good and clean. If there's any kind of debris of any sort, we're going to want to wipe it off with a rag. And then also, to keep these things lubricated and to clean them, we're going to use 3-in-1 oil. We're not going to use WD-40, spray silicone, anything like that. If it's in an aerosol can, it can deteriorate the seals. So 3-in-1 oil, that's what we're going to use to maintain them. Whether it's on this piston here, and also the piston that's on the back side of the handle here. Once again, we can go ahead and lube that up, make sure it's good and clean and working order. Push your release down, snap it back, make sure it seats, and store it back in the bag. All right, so we talked about operating these on a regular basis. Not only do we need to extend them on a regular basis, but we actually need to do it under a load. That helps the lubrication inside actually get the seals, and that way they don't deteriorate on us. So the best thing we found is just go out there, get underneath the dumpster, pick it up till the ram's fully extended, and then let it down. Once it's reached full extension, go ahead and release. Let that snap back under the spring loaded to make sure that ball valve seats. And that's all there is to it. All right, so here's an example of one that obviously hasn't been well maintained and operated in a while. We put it under a load. When we extended it when it wasn't under a load, no problems. Put it under a load and we got fluid leaking everywhere because it obviously hasn't been maintained. So once again, this is what we want to avoid on scene. That's why we need to do maintenance throughout the week on these things.